Hi everyone, it's Kamon Reynolds. We are working with some honey production hives, and wow, what a year it has been. It's been very odd. The last 2 years have really taken my record keeping and just thrown it right on out the window. And it's been interesting. I know some people are early. Some people, like myself, are running 2 or so weeks behind. You can see the bees are pretty aggravated right now, but there's robbing going on. But this morning, it looked totally different. Till about 1:32 p.m. they were bringing in nectar, and lots of it. I mean to tell you, when we were going through some of these bottom boxes, if you even so much as just wiggled the frame a little bit too hard, nectar just dropped on out of it. And if you shook a frame, it just poured. I mean, we could have filled cups of nectar. And I had to plug in a colony into this hive on the left. It was queenless, probably swarmed at some point, made a good honey crop, but went queenless probably from a swarm late in the season. That's part of beekeeping. So you got to plan for those things. We do. We have queen cells going on right now. I have mated queens. We actually made some splits over here, and at one point I had about 6 of these Jester Nuke boxes where I introduced some queen cells and just took some bees. And some of the cells weren't ones that I made, they were just cells from these colonies over here. It's part of our strategy for staying ahead, because part of beekeeping is going forward and going backward and trying to manage the constant going up and down and balance it out, because it's going to happen. You're going to have times of the year where you're going to have to increase. Bees want to do it. I mean, look at all those bees. We're fixing to do some increasing. Going to sell some bees too. But there's times of the year where you lose more bees. So you got to kind of plan for that. And this hive swarmed, and we plugged in a nice 5-frame nuke. It was probably about 4 frames strong, but with the nectar, we shook a little bit of nectar out on accident as we moved it around, and you can just see these bees robbing it right here. But this morning, there was no robbing at all. We had boxes open for 30 minutes straight. Honey supers off, not a bit of robbing. So, you know, literally things can change within hours or less in beekeeping. But look at these colonies right here in various sizes, but very, very strong. And you can see the escape boards that we have put on some of these. You see that blue box over there, right above it, there's an escape board between that and the medium supers. And that one right over here, that little kind of like Easter egg blue, baby blue, whatever you want to call it, little box, that's a shallow. And that hive on the right, that is the 7-frame Apame hive. I didn't have any more equipment, 7-frame equipment, so we graduated it into a 10-frame setup, and it has just done phenomenal. I mean, look at how many stacks are on that. Had a great queen in there, and they did great. A lot of nice looking colonies in here. Everything's in single brood management, so right now we're just going to take the top 3 boxes or top 4 boxes off, and then come back for the box below if it is available to us or not. Some variables here between colonies, that's just part of it. Check out this real quick and then I'll let you go. This is just kind of a different type of video. I had some stacks of equipment over here, supers, boxes of drawn comb. Drawn comb is gold. And check this out. Swarm moved in. Doesn't it just break your heart? And it's down in that second box down there too. It wasn't one of mine though. I've never seen one of my swarms without help from myself just swarm out of a colony like right over here in one of these colonies and just fly over this close. I've never seen that happen before. They usually go a good distance, but there's areas where they can come from in the countryside. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this little snippet of kind of what we're doing. We've just been busy all day messing with some splits and putting some escape boards on, and should have some honey extraction videos coming up in the weeks to come. Experimental yard video being worked on as we speak, and we will see you tomorrow night in the live chat, Sunday 7 p.m. Central Time, and I believe that's the 27th. We'll see you then.